Alright, what we have is the home page of your website. I'm going to start off by showing you a couple features and what they do. This is obviously the main page of your website with a slider in place. When you hear me talking about a slider, you'll know exactly what's going on. You can also add information under the slider if you'd like. And pretty much any information from columns to rows to a little bit of text or some footer widgets. So what we have here is the back end. This is the dashboard area. If I click dashboard here, you come to the blank page or the page setup that it gives you, and this is what I'm talking about when I say come back to the dashboard. So you can just go ahead and click dashboard here. The only thing you're really going to be using in theme options is the e-commerce settings. If you come down here, you can see where your prices are. 4x7.5. If I want to change that, 4x7.10. As well as $5, you can just type in your sizes here as well as your price, and you can have up to 20 options. So do 4x7x10. I just changed that. I would come down here, click Save E-commerce Settings, and when I go back to your Buy Prints page, as well as in the gallery, you'll be able to see those new 10-cent prices. 10 cents, awesome. So sweet. The next thing we have is a couple different features that you're not going to be using, and if you click the dashboard, it'll clean all this stuff up again. You've got Jetpack, you really don't use. Updates is just going to keep you updated with your new plugins and stuff like that. I don't recommend always hitting the updates because sometimes WordPress hasn't updated but your add-ons have, or your add-ons have updated while WordPress hasn't. So you're going to have some features that don't work if you just keep updating these every time they get an update. So make sure that they have on the updates in the future that the updates definitely work with your platform stuff. Right now your website is fully working, so to update an update, that doesn't make sense. We just installed this, so some of these updates might not work. Post, this is going to be for your blog pages. I've created a second post. By creating a post, you can click add new. This is the title, this is your text. You already know how to kind of work around in here, as well as add pictures, so I won't waste time in here. Always make sure you hit publish, and if you tag it to the blog category, it's only going to show in the blog. So publishes here, and that'll create your new post. If you wanted to edit a post or anything like that, I believe you already know, but clicking edit here obviously brings you to that old post where you can edit new things. Media is just going to be the gallery of pictures that you have on your site. You won't need to worry about media because you can add that from the pages and the post section, so don't worry about this tab here. Comments, featured comments come in, you can actually modify those. Contact, you've already created the contact form, so you're not going to need that. Now, I'm not going to talk about many of these tools down here because these are just for like your appearance, your widgets, stuff like that. The most time you're going to spend is going to be on pages and your wow slider. The wow slider, once you get into place, you're not going to have to maintain it or anything, but let me show you how that works. You click on wow slider down here. I currently have no sliders. Now I know there's one on the main page, but I've deleted that one, so as soon as you delete this off the main page, you're no longer going to have this slider. Basic functions of the slider are going to be adding new or editing the current sliders, as well as the shortcode that's given. If you remember on the contact form, you've copied that shortcode, which is covered in something like brackets. So it'll look something like this. Shortcode, whoops. And this will be your shortcode. So you're going to get another shortcode right there like the contact form that you'll be able to copy out of there and put it on any one of your pages or in any one of your widgets. So how do we do that? First thing we're going to do is click add new. When you click add new, there's going to be a bright shiny video tutorial right here, as well as the wow slider program. This needs to be downloaded, so I'll click on that. I'll download the installation, and then when I'm done, I create my slider with wow slider, and then I would choose the zip file that it created and then add it now. So let me go back over to the wow slider. Wow slider comes up like this on my desktop. When I double click, it pulls open this thing here. And when I open this, the easiest way to do it, just click the add button. Select the image that you want to add. I hold down control while selecting multiple images like these two here, and then I click open. Great, so now I've got these two images ready to go into a slider. I can put 30 images, 20 images in here, 100 images in here, or whatever else you'd like. They're working on my roof. I do apologize for fingers banging. So the next thing you do from here is click on your images, kind of get the title off. You do not want the title on there because the title is going to be a caption. Let me show you what it's going to look like. This is a caption. As well as the URL will send you to a redirect link. So if I want to send this, as they're clicking on this, to google.com, I would do something like this. So while they're clicking on this image here, they'll go to google.com in my slider, which is great. Well, I come over to this one. I don't want to add a caption to this, but I don't want the image number there either. So I'll take that off. And for this URL, I might want to add the contact page, So I would go back over to your site, technically, find the easy contact page, copy the address here, or maybe you want to redirect them to your gallery, You can do whatever, but I'm going to use the contact form here, so this is a contact related image, just for kicks. Once you're done, you're going to click publish. This is going to actually create the slider. Check out some of the options. Here's general. A lot of these options you don't have to mess with. The images options is going to be where you can select your adjusted size. So if you wanted to make your slider or create another slider after this main slider, for your contact or about page, then you can adjust the size and the width here. So you can adjust it maybe to a 320, 240, which is going to be more box format. A little bit more boxier than what you have now. We don't want to stretch any images. I just want to see what happens if we preserve the aspect ratio. Come over to publish. Well, for the publish, we can publish to folder or we can publish to WordPress slider. We can also use these, but we're not using those. Normally, you'll click publish to WordPress slider and click the publish button. I'm going to do like they do in the video just to show you because I don't need it in WordPress. I'm going to publish to this folder, which is actually going to show you what's going to happen. Now, it kind of shows you what your slide is going to look like. Here's this image here. And here's this image here. This image here has this as a caption, and when I click on it, it takes me to Google. This image here does not have a caption, and when I click it, I go to your contact page. So you can set up multiple things, or you can leave both fields blank, and you'll be set up to go. Now, when you do create the WordPress to slider, what's going to happen is it's going to publish a folder wherever you declined it to publish a folder. In my situation, it's going to be this file here. This is my folder. So when I'm looking to publish that slider on the main website, very simple. I choose file, I pick that folder and click add now. Give it a sec, it's going to upload, and when you come back to this screen, you'll see that you have one slider in here, and you can use that shortcode anywhere that you'd like to use it. Oh, pretty basic there. Sweet, we still have 8 minutes left, so let's see the next section is pages. Now for your pages, you're going to be able to see what pages are what by clicking on them. About me, if I want to go and obviously change about me, I can go here, edit. Some of the biggest pages you need to edit, and especially to start this blog off or this photo gallery off, is these pages here. We didn't create a gallery page, we didn't create any of these pages other than a pregnancy page. If I go over to pregnancy page, I can kind of see what I did there. Awesome, so that was installed automatically. This is the visual editor. If I click over to text editor, I can see what the visual editor automatically did for me. I didn't type that code in, so don't worry. What I've got here is one album, and I'll show you how to add one of these albums. I'm going to go over to a blank page. Let's call it the newborn page. And we don't really have newborn images, but so for here, I'll go into the newborn page. It's obviously blank. It's just a setup page like we've seen here. To add a new gallery, I'm going to click the new photograph gallery or photocratic gallery album. Now this is where you can choose. Do you want a slideshow to display on this page? Did you want a blog style? Did you want a film strip? You can set up the thumbnails. And e-commerce I've set up on the buy prints page. So what I recommend doing is something like maybe thumbnails or film strip. Maybe blog style. Let's check a look at film strip. Now for film strip, I'm going to give this a category or a title name called newborn. I'm not displaying an album type, I'm just displaying a gallery type. Everything else is already set, so I click add images. I'm going to find my edited images that we have right here that are great within width, great within height. You can also press the control button to select more than one. I'm just selecting 2 just so you can see what's set up there. These will load up real quick. Oh, there it is. Where's my second image? Awesome. So